Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a fun fashion video for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything Balenciaga. I'm going to be discussing new Balenciaga versus the old Balenciaga. I'm going to be discussing trends, classic pieces, and most importantly, pricing. So let's get into the video. So I received a lot of feedback on my channel that people were interested in knowing about how to get fashion for less. So when you're trying to shop for fashion for less, I think it's very important to understand how trends work and understand how the trends impact the pricing. So today I'm going to be discussing Balenciaga and prices and how to get some Balenciaga for a lot less than retail price. So you guys may know that I'm a huge fan of Balenciaga. I have always been. What started my YouTube channel was my unboxing of my Balenciaga City bag back in 2013. And here it is. Wow, like 7 years later and still beautiful. So I want to get into that. I want to compare and contrast Balenciaga over the years, what they're currently doing now versus how you could get some Balenciaga for very affordable prices. When you're looking for trends, following trends, it's important to understand how the designers work. So like Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, they all have creative directors who are in charge of creating the designs and the creative vision for the brand. So every time there's a creative director change, they come out with new stuff. And we've seen that happen like with certain brands, Celine and Saint Laurent. Why Saint Laurent changed from YSL to Saint Laurent was because the new creative director wanted to change the name. So same thing happened with Celine branding, and like now the accent isn't over the E. It's subtle changes like that. But going back to Balenciaga, so Balenciaga, again, with their new creative director, they really came out with all of the fun, you know, the sock sneakers, the speed trainers that everyone likes. They came out with such fabulous designs, like really nailed it when it came to ready to wear and I think fashion accessories and shoes. I do want to focus on handbags though, and I feel as though while the shoes were great, the ready to wear was amazing, I think what didn't do it for me is that the brand started to move away from the classic motorcycle style of all of the classic Balenciaga handbags. So they came out with these other bags, which truthfully, I don't even know the names of these bags. You know, the small bag that is very similar to an Alma BB, and it just has the Balenciaga branding on it. They did a lot of the logo stuff, like putting Balenciaga on everything. I think it was cute to an extent, and then on handbags I just felt like it was just too much because it took away something I appreciated about the Balenciaga handbags. So Balenciaga bags all have like one traditional look. The only difference is the size and dimensions of the handbag shapes, but all of the bags have this motorcycle look with the studs, the hardware, the tassels on the leather. They all have this crinkly, beautiful leather. Balenciaga was all about their beautiful colors. When these other bags started coming out, they were bags that were very structured, again had branding on it. This bag has absolutely no branding. It doesn't say Balenciaga anywhere besides the inside tab. And for someone like me who's very into understated bags, that meant everything. I absolutely loved carrying Balenciaga because of that. A lot of times I got so many compliments on this bag and they did not know it was a designer bag. And I like that. Okay, I feel like another thing that logos do is logos make an item seem like mass produced and takes away from kind of it being unique. Obviously this bag was mass produced and sold a lot. Because it didn't have the branding on it, I feel like not every single person who saw me wearing this bag knew I was wearing a Balenciaga bag, which is why I struggled with Louis Vuitton monogram handbags, and is the reason why I sold all of my monogram handbags, because I just don't like wearing bags with tons of branding. This is my personal preference, guys, and that's one of the major differences between the handbag designs. They kind of moved away from their classic motorcycle handbags, you know, the Balenciaga City, the Balenciaga First bag, the Balenciaga Velo bag, the Balenciaga part-time bags. Like, all these bags, they were discontinued, and those were the classic bags of the house. When I saw Balenciaga make that huge shift, it was definitely disappointing for me as someone who was a fan of their handbags. Balenciaga was all about them releasing the same classic bags every season in different colors. So it was all about getting the Balenciaga color for that season that you liked. I don't know, I kind of still call it nostalgic or whatever, but I still, when I think of Balenciaga, that's what I'm still into. But then I started to look to buy Balenciaga pre-loved, and I picked up my Balenciaga day bag. This is in the color anthracite, which was one of my favorite Balenciaga styles. It's just a hobo bag. I also picked up my Balenciaga weekender bag, which I use for travel and like overnights and all. I purchased these both on the pre-loved market. These prices were insane. I got this bag for I think $200 on Fashionphile, like $260 maybe. I'm saying that because this bag was well over $1,200 retail. So to get it for $200 was amazing. I got this too for a fraction of the price, just a few $100s, when this as well retailed for I think over $1,500 before it was discontinued. This is what inspired me to make this video. I received an email from Balenciaga, and like they have some handbags that are launching, and when I went to look at them, and I'll include a picture so you guys can see, the new bags are just a reinterpretation of the classic Balenciaga styles, and they're a little more structured. Obviously there are some subtle differences, but if you notice the prices, like the prices for these bags, so I'm talking about the Neo Classic, and they call it classic, so I think that's obviously a nod to their classic handbag. So it's called the Neo Classic Large, and it comes in several sizes. That bag retails for $2,490. The small retails for $2,290, and the mini retails for $1,890, and I'll put some pictures of that bag. To me, it's bringing back the classic Balenciaga bag styles. I think Balenciaga old versus Balenciaga new, I think it's way better for me personally to what they're doing now. While it's super fun, like I said, they're ready to wear, stunning, their shoes, the sneakers, it's all fun, but it's very dated, I think, and very trend. So would you consider this handbag a classic that you would wear forever? I personally wouldn't invest in new Balenciaga for full price at least. I'm definitely on the hunt for a few Balenciaga classic bags that I've been wanting. Fashionphile is where I go to. I've gotten both of these Balenciaga bags from Fashionphile. I'll definitely put some links below to some classic Balenciaga bags that you can get for such a steal. I definitely encourage you to check it out, especially if you're looking to add a little Balenciaga into your handbag collection. I think this is a perfect time to shop Balenciaga pre-loved classic bags before they continue to launch these bags again, because what will happen is when bags come back in to trend, then the pre-loved market prices will rise again, similar to what happened with Dior a few years ago. If you remember, Dior came out with their saddlebag, but before they relaunched that saddlebag, the saddlebag was going on the pre-loved market for like a couple of $100, $150. I saw like super low prices. As soon as Dior reissued the saddlebag, then the pre-loved market, the sellers were then requesting so much more for that bag because now the bag was more in demand. The idea is to be ahead of the trend just a little, so when you pick up something on the pre-loved, you're getting it for the best value possible. I hope you found this video helpful and fun. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. If you're not subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I talk about fashion, lifestyle, travel, and sometimes beauty. So if you're into that, definitely subscribe and join my online community. Also, don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload. As always, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys.